One second here. One second here. All right, all right, all right. I was at this. Matt, you were at this? I don't know where my webcam is. My webcam around? I've had a long fucking... Here it is, here it is, here it is. Alright, 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 alright. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ah, man. Let's see what we got going here. Volume should be fine. There's me. That is me. We're coming in hot. Coming in hot. Get the homestand. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Let's hang out and watch. Let's watch like the intros. We'll watch all the shit. I'm only gonna be here for like, you know. Yeah, Battle of LA, yeah. Or Battle of LA? Battle for LA? I'm pretty sure it's Battle of LA, right? I think. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the music. We'll watch, we'll watch, we'll watch. This was last season, yeah. This was the last one that was like, if we win, we'll make the playoffs. If we lose, we won't. And we end up losing. When do Valley play Gladiators? We actually play them this weekend on Sunday. Battle for LA's Charger Rams. Okay, yeah.
You would kind of obviously look at it as a failed season if they don't make the playoffs. I think it would really stink from where they were, being one of the worst teams in the league, to not being able to make it, getting so close. One of the biggest turnarounds.
This homestand was sick, man.
Because even their losses, they were so close. Some real quality losses, some Mat 5 losses to Titans like New York and the Hunters.
It's a lot of fun. Man, I've missed the homestands, dude. Let's reminisce on the homestands real quick. Fuck, dude. Being able to chill and like meet all these people. This is the good stage. This is stage 4. This is literally the last set of games of the week of the season last year. So this was like this week for last season, right? So stage 4. Actually. Yeah, dude, homestands. Dude, I wish, man. I wish there were events. Oh. I wish. One of the things though, I wish the UCLA band. I wish they played like the normal walkout music that we used, like the dun dun dun, like the kind of like the White Stripesy type shit. But they do like the full like Overwatch theme or thingy, and I was like, could have been better, but. Like, I wish they should have played like our entrance, because we used that all year, man. Like, I don't know. This DJ's feeling himself. He's getting into it. This guy's fucking jamming, bro. Stuff for COVID to be at 2 events already, dude. My boy, dude. My boy, cause dude, imagine being around this many people, dude. Star season heavily underrated. Super interesting VODs and interviews. The matches were good. The crowd's so hyped. Distract from, yeah. I agree. I agree with that. With that lust. Oh, it's fucking Caleb.
Next up, the outlaw who saw the light. Wings out for Matt Fiction.
Can't wait for more homestands. Me either, man. Oh, you were on the floor? Well, let's see if we can find you. You let me know if you see you, dude.
He used to go by the name of Kyle Smiles. You might know him for his recent.
Dude, I loved these jerseys from last year too. These jerseys were sick. Yeah, what's up, Sky? The young thug himself, Shax, bro.
The Canadian who has perfected the Genji dash, but is also dashingly handsome. It's Agility!
Dude, last season was so much fun, man.
This next
I'm a big guy.
introduction. Valiant, give it up for your sleep dart legend, Cobrie!
Criv doesn't know what's going on, dude.
Finally, the alt-tank who would win an eating contest with his Matrix usage. It's Space!
We had such a popular team last year. Holy fuck, dude. Our team, everybody loved our team. Buzz. Sorry, I'm dog training this week too. Come on.
Give it up one more
Sit.
time for the band. Incredible stuff.
Good boy.
Players,
Good boy.
take to the stage. And tonight, the Valiant's playoffs hopes are on the line. They have an epic journey that they've been through. From the bottom of the pack
Now they bandwagon Defiant, yeah.
season to standing on the brink of season playoffs here today. They just have 2 matches.
It was a different time. It was a different time, dude.
At least one of those matches in order for them to make it to the play-in tournament and
Was
keep
it
their season alive. Because the
1080p?
watching and hoping
Dude, I'm on like, I don't know how to do that on YouTube. The only time I ever stream on YouTube is when I have to do it here. So,
for a team that
um,
started off struggling, the Valiant
come on,
are
Buzz.
a real comeback
Go.
story in the making. They have some tough opponents
Hey.
in their way. This weekend is going
Sit.
to be a challenge.
Sit.
Valiant fans, are you guys ready?
Good boy. Dude, I feel like in this game too, like we started off so strong and then we throw. Like,
So is it wings out? Shields up? How about over here? Up there? Over here?
sure think the Valiant was the underdog last year? No, no, it's not.
Los Angeles Gladiators.
We had a lot of weak links last year. Dude, they had like
Now it's time
they had a good roster last year.
for LA. Are you ready? Let's send it over to your passers over. And
Blizzard work with YouTube was I don't know, man.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. And what a
Yeah, I don't know much about that.
for one of the most important battles for
Rich Clutch Space Diva Bombs. Yo, you know what game was sick last year was the semifinals or the quarterfinals of Stage 3 with when we were playing like Somber Goats and shit. And
coming into the year.
um
For them to be locks for the playoffs. The Gladiators, they
and hey,
the Valiant still need to find a way
Sit.
to get in. And
Good boy.
we do like the check
Um,
every week, right? And I was on there this week, and they're like, oh, you think the Valiant get in?
what was I gonna say? When we played against Hangzhou in like Stage 3 playoffs, and it was like super tight game. It was 2-2, 99-99. Shaq swaps to Diva. We rush the Zarya. He eats the grab, and then we win. Holy fuck, dude! My favorite game of all time. Favorite game of all time. KSF kind of be popping on the Hanzo last year.
Definitely running with the pack in a lot of those statistics. KSF actually shining in a couple of them.
Yeah, I mean, KSF is not like as big of a name.
It was
player
such a-
before,
such
but
a
the
crazy
results
game.
have been really strong. I think he got
How
off
much
to a
things
rough
have
start.
changed,
He
yeah.
but since then he's really settled down. Turned into a
People didn't
very
believe in
nice
us this
player,
year,
really
man.
big impact in a
We were
positive
like
way
what,
for the
ranked
this
like
year.
20 or 19 on most people's boards.
A bit more outspoken. He says, no, I don't agree.
The win versus Titans, yeah, that was a good
I
one.
don't agree that I'm not,
That's a really good one.
headlining DPS, and I'm going to show you exactly what I
The
mean.
fans.
What a stage to do it on here.
Yeah.
Lenovo at LA Live is absolutely electric, and let's head into our map pool. Presented to you by Toyota.
Did the homestand like this year? We only got to go to Dallas, but it was awesome, man. It was awesome.
So interesting. You have a lot of good Hanzo maps. Like you kind of look at some of these maps. Like,
I think
you see the Reaper,
I'm pretty sure.
a lot of these
Oh my God, I remember,
for Hanzo.
dude. I remember this.
All there.
A good set for Hanzo.
What's up, Flood? I remember this when
Will be our first map here.
thank you, Lettuce.
The biggest battle for LA.
We got to Blizzard World and like we held them like really close, and then we got fucking held even close. Oh my lord, dude. Literally like a foot away from making playoffs, you know, and getting a 3-0.
KSF can't peek too far forward yet. Space is trying to create a little bit of that for him on this right-hand side. Again, this is fairly conservative play for KSF early
Like
on.
13th.
You see him rotate to the left
You're
side.
contrarian rating value so highly, but turns out you were also sleeping.
Dunny and have- oh, over the edge. Agility
Yeah, you were
is
sleeping, bro.
fantastic mind, and without roaring the pitcher, it's bad news.
Hopefully we lock up top 5 this weekend. We're 8th right now. We're 8th overall, 5th in NA. Yeah. If we can lock up 5th and get an automatic bye to the playoff quarterfinals, man, that'd be pretty awesome. I think we can make. I think we could seriously make a deep run in the playoffs. I really do.
And then hit them with the concussive blast to knock them into the pit. The Valiant start off in control, and that means the Gladiators have to step up to the plate, and that they do. Hydration's able to get rid of KSF. He's worked around the opposite side. So Agilities has to kind of try and repeat the same thing on his own now.
Dude, this meta last year was so awesome. Well, in stage 3, it was awesome, I'd say. Like, I really hated when they came up with this 2-2-2 shit. Like,
Supercharger thrown down by Los Angeles though, and Kareem, he's back in the fight.
Yeah, they actually use a nano boost on a back fiction there. They keep him topped up, and Agilities does a nice job pressuring out.
such a good job of stalling the point, dude. The champ between us and the Glads, the floor is the best part. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as
What's more important, playoffs or Sideshow's top 10 bets?
Boyd has to double
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we already locked in Sideshow's bet. You know. For me, it's, you know, I want to win a championship, dude. You know, that's the only thing that matters to me. It's the only thing that matters to me.
And Agilities, it's a mutual knockout. Comes as the first one to go down and go for the resurrect, and that means that Big Goose might not actually be able to bring his Farah back. That puts the Gladiators behind.
This was such a freaking roll on this point, man.
Infrasight still keeping
Sorry, I'm not doing like a you know, legitimate, you know, kind of VOD review. I'm kind of gonna watch through because there's no top down, right? So there's no like reason to really, you know, go through. But I mean, it's nice to sit back and reminisce, you know. Let's sit back and reminisce. I'm sure I'll remember things about this game as it goes through, but
84% on the clock. The Valiant have a barrage and a nano boost.
dude, we were freaking oh.
There is a diva in his way, and Hydration already gets around the other side of the map. The Roar is down. Both teams are missing their Orisas, but the Valiant are in control. Agilities is put to sleep, but no one can pay him any mind right now. There's too much pressure from the front. Kareem's gone down to shore for
Kyle hit a shot.
to start to lift. Looking for the diva.
Ooh.
A lot of damage here on towards Boyd. Enough to get him
Nice shot.
suited. Both Shore4 and KSF are matching each other's movements across the map, but Shore4 gets Agilities. It don't matter. KSF gets rid of Void. The Valiant is still in control. Agilities.
You go from one KS Widow to another KS Widow, you know what I mean? Justice reigns from the side of the roof. You are absolutely right.
You're gonna have some players get back on the point.
I guess technically it was still above, right? But
They need Big Goose here. Hydration had no mercy pocket. Shore4, how does he pick this? He can't.
good boy, Buzz.
Rolls on up and dispatches him. Boyd sat on the point very low with the Valiant now are in an overwhelming advantage, and the sleep dart is the cherry on top.
Fact ball, dude. Nice. Do you not like the 2-2 now, or do you think you should just wait until after the season? I mean, I don't really care if it's 2-2-2 or not. I mean, personally, as an Overwatch elitist, I don't like 2-2-2. I like not 2-2-2.
You know, the Gladiators, they come out with 15%. But that's really like
I like just you play what you think you're best at. You play the best meta in the game. I really think that that's the way it should be, and that you do that, and you just balance the heroes as much as you can, and put some in and out of rotation like that. But You know, it is what it is. Like, I don't necessarily hate 2-2-2, but hey, sit. Good boy. Yeah. If they wanted to do it, I think they should just wait until the end of the season. It's kind of bullshit to me that, like, you had, like, all these teams being successful all year on, you know, on no hero bans, no whatever, like, no roll lock and shit. And then you go to 2-2-2 in Stage 4, and it, like, changes everything. Kind of dumb. You missed the old colors. I like both of them. What do you look for in a good main support player? Good mechanics. That's probably the best thing, number one thing. The difference between a main support player is really good mechanics and really bad is insane. You know, like you could look at some of these guys who are like middle of the pack, Lucios, and like there's some of them who are good, and like there's ones that their mechanics are just like, you know, unbelievable how they can aim and move on Lucio. I'm trying the best I can not to pet my dog right now. Where did Fact go? Fact went to a bunch of different teams, I think. He's coaching now. Give us 6 Tracers. Stage 3 is my favorite, so some of my very comps. That's what I said, AV. I thought Stage 3 was like the best. Like the best. But, you know what it is. Banning protecting heroes. If there was enough heroes in the game, I would be for like banning and protecting heroes on like pick ban, you know, kind of shit. I'd be for that if there was enough. Makes fundamentals more important than anything else. Got Flex that insane Mercy aim. There's a lot of niche specialty mechanics of Mercy, right? That make good Mercies to bad Mercies. So. Yeah, I agree with that, Luis. I agree with that. The reverse sweep against Mayhem was crazy. Yeah, I agree. I'm very happy. Triple DPS was lit. Also agree. How highly do you rate Big Goose? He's not bad. Fact only went to Revival, then Bully. I think like Big Goose like has kind of been like cucked this year because like Lucio really wasn't meta for a ton of the time, and his Lucio is really good. So went to Revival, bullied, 15-year-olds retired, and coach slept on. Okay. Shock Shanghai was a treat to watch. I'll have you know we beat Shanghai in Stage 3, by the way. Calm down, buddy. Why was Fact Fiction released last season? I, among others, assumed it was budget. It wasn't budget related. It was kind of like personality a little bit. No. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Do you think Fact Fiction is good enough coach to coach Owl Team? I mean, he's really smart. I've never seen him coach before, so you know, I can't give you any insight on that. But I can't give you insight on that. I mean, he's very smart. Buzz, come here. Come here. Think you beat Titans in Stage 3? Yeah, we did. We did, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was their first loss in the regular season. Buzz. Buzz. His contender team seems to be doing well. Yeah, I agree. I think he's doing a good job. I think from my past experience with him, he probably would make a good coach in Overwatch League. Where did KSP Soul go? I don't think it exists, man. Don't think it exists. Buzzy. From KSF now, valuable information. They look to try and catch Big Goose there, but he was pulled out of trouble. After this map, I'm going to run out and let my dog outside really quick because I think he just wants to. Oh my God, Kyle! KSF doubles down on the Widowmaker, and that is a blow the Gladiators may not be able to recover from. Kareem is back in the mix God, dude.
99%, and there is no one to contest the supremacy of Ilias.
God.
1-0 in the battle.
Okay. I'm gonna let this run for 1 second, and yeah, what's up, Gabby? I'm gonna let this run for a second. I'm going to let my dog out really quick, and I'll be right back.
Ilias fans on their feet, thundersticks akimbo, and that's how you want to begin a series, Matt, to get yourself into the playoffs.
A really good first map from Agilities and KSF. You needed these damage dealers to step up against Surefour and Hydration. They do it in map number 1. We'll see what goes on in map number 2 after this.
The Overwatch League is powered by Intel. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
All right. I'm back. Before KSP, there was KSF. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's fast forward this bad boy up a little bit. I was always wondering if KSF was high when I listened to
This
comms.
is your best chance to win. In KSF, he was really good.
No.
Number 1.
That was
He was not high.
Comes across the sleeping Farah.
Come on.
Obviously, even with a
How do you feel about the big meta change toward the end of the year? Seems dumb that Chengdu could end up as being the best team. Yeah, I mean, I kind of disagree with it. I think like if they wanted to just like, you know,
Is actually set up by Kareem.
not make changes before playoffs, that'd be pretty cool. Like you do a patch, like for the one that we just had for like this last a couple weeks, and then you just let that patch ride, baby. Like,
I mean, it's cool to make them against some
Just
of
let
the
that patch
other
ride.
teams involved in the regular season, right? But this
how many people does McGravy call a troll? I don't know.
The K comes in here for the Gladiators. You see all that Widow shenanigans from KSF on the other side. You bring in.
Yeah, they had a fucking good roster last year, man. Holy fuck.
Widow in his own right, but this allows him to play some different compositions here.
Wait.
Volskaya is the next map coming
Do
up.
we lose Volskaya? We do. I'm pretty sure we like speed run a Volskaya attack, and then like we lose. I'm pretty sure. It was like the same thing that happened with us against Paris. That we had like fucking 85 minutes. We had the goddamn freaking sundial worth of time. Show dog, he's outside right now.
They were brutal.
As I say. Go back to these jerseys; they look so clean. I like the black ones. The third kits, yeah, I like those.
Moves roster-wise for this Valiant to get to this position.
I feel like people underestimate how close each of these teams are now. A meta change should be all it takes. I mean,
That's a redemption arc.
So KSF
yes and no.
try and
Like,
teleport these players across.
there are teams that are good, and there's teams that are great, and there's teams that are really bad. Like Chengdu has great mechanical players. They just don't have anybody. Like, they suck at double shield, right? Like, could Shanghai match them on talent on a ball meta? Probably.
Make a play is
I mean, fucking Shanghai's got 12 insane players on their roster. Like,
control towards the choke. You see his Hanzo outline. As he
it's like the same thing with Fusion. Look at their roster. Like, a meta change. You think a meta change is gonna kill them? No, it's not.
An aggressive comp. There it is. The floodgates open. Two important picks. But with KSF going down, might be an option here for the Gladiators to stall this one out. K into ice block. Agilities though likes to take the fight to Big Goose, and that is one-sided.
Agilities, like we talked about him earlier, like tremendous Genji player, really strong on the Pharah, like Hanzo, and I think when
I
you
remember
see
that
Hanzo
strat.
come
That
from
was a good
picks,
strat.
He can have games like this
Speedrun of Sky and Lose sounds like mayhem.
in the damage dealer role.
I mean, we did Nathan. We did that with Paris.
Hanzo now.
I think it was 3-1. So yeah.
Ultimates on the board is that is a really fast
This one
play to
hurt.
take there for the Valiant.
Right before Shock, it was almost a foregone conclusion. Yeah. I mean, when we played against Shock, that's what like. We prepped everything we could for this match, not for Shock. So it was like.
Expecting to be able to sit in the background and do a bit more work from there. Concussive blast agilities attempting to knock Raw out of formation, but
You know what
the
it
slick
is.
dart and the D-suit and the cleanup on the pilot. Agilities! Oh my lord!
Dude, it just feels like,
And this is just an absolute disaster for the Gladiators.
oh man, it feels like there is no way in the world that we should lose this fucking game, dude. I think the contrast of purple, blue, and purple could be similar to each other.
This is going quick.
Confused? I don't know.
The Valiant, they're able to take both
Replace the whole roster. You like the recoloring? I mean, it was kind of like a new birth, I guess, you know?
in the bank.
Wouldn't it be nice if Tracer is meta in playoffs? It would be nice. I would strongly like if Tracer is meta in playoffs. I'd really like that. That was like Warriors colors.
Refreshment of the Overwatch League.
It's a 5-minute time bank.
Yeah, maybe.
Obviously, this is a huge match for both.
Dude, we ran the wackiest fucking shit last year, man.
The Valiant come in here.
I guess we were playing the Brady strength a lot
It's like a loser
with the
bracket
Farrah stuff.
final match in this scenario where they know, like, this is pretty much like a win or go home scenario they're in. Where you
Wonder if
play
we'll
with
see
a different
snipers more in
level
playoffs
of
than Earth
intensity.
Shields. I don't know.
I feel like you're seeing that. You're
Team to beat the Get
I
Back
mean-
to the Titans in regular season play. That's right.
We have not touched playoff meta or anything.
But they're hoping to get it done here. Make it
Um,
fun tomorrow.
There's always a chance. I would not want to leave it to chance.
No.
Decay.
But like the Hog Zarya shit teams are running in tier 2 and stuff. In my mind, there's no way that that becomes meta. Like,
Make some progress on the point.
Raw shield little bit. Haggard.
it doesn't make sense to me.
Already put on the
Like Widow Tracer like just dominates that, or like Ash Tracer. Like
and that kind
you'll have Bob. Literally, KSP will have Bob every single fight.
Gladiator's side yields very little.
As a main tank player, I'm lost on this patch. I mean, honestly, I was playing a little bit of ranked yesterday.
Lose your off tank, you lose another.
I'm locking the Hog because Hog's fun, you know.
Looks like Decay going back.
I think Ryan is still playable
I think Decay is gonna switch
in
to
ranked
double hit scan
sometimes,
to try and play. Okay, so
but
he's gonna play Tracer. So it's like, all right, they're gonna have
I also think Winston Zarya probably, or like Ball Zarya or something like that, probably would be pretty good.
You need to put some pressure on, like,
Ball's probably a good pick.
You need to get these players from the Valiant.
Um,
Mentally, like looking around, kind of a little bit worried. Like everything you're doing, just going at them, they're so prepared for. And I think the biggest thing is you have.
Won't lie, I'd been watching Stage 3 Valiant Vancouver game led up to this week and was expecting Shaq Sombra. Yeah, Shax and Kyle have two different play styles on Sombra. They have two different play styles as players in general, but they this meta I think is better for Kyle. He did a good job. He sucked ass on the first two maps, but then we had a talk and we said, "Hey Kyle, stop sucking ass," you know. And he really really started picking it up. There's no reason to lose that fight. We lost it with Barrage and Dragon and Bongo. Ugh. McGravy wasn't a fun yeah, dude. As a professional player, I don't think it'd be fun. Dreamers from wait. Someone saying something about Australian contenders? Yeah. We scout every region. Every region. APAC, Zarya, Ball, Winston. Yeah. Not bad.
You have Supercharger here for the Valiant to use to buy yourself some time.
Feels like it should be heaven for off tanks. I don't know. That's just my hunch. Like my hunch is like Ball, Zarya. Cause like here's the thing, right? If you run Zarya Hog, say you run Zarya Hog plus Widow Tracer. Tracer has pulse bomb every fight. Widow's never contested. Overwatch League players, like, let me play that meta and put Shax on Tracer and fucking KSP on Widow. We won't lose a goddamn game. Because no one's going to contest them. So you need to move one of those roles, and you're not going to, like, you're going to play the Ball over the Hog, and your Ball's going to contest your Widow. And if they play like Ball Hog or something, then it's like, you know, you're going to, if they play like Ball Hog, then you're going to run a Zen and an Ana or some shit, or, like, some shit like that. Like, I don't know. Dive is popular now, yeah. Do you know when Open Division starts? I'm sorry, no, I don't. What do you discuss with players between maps? That's a really good question. A lot of the time, it's about adjustments we need to make. If the style of what we're doing isn't working, if the comp isn't working, if a specific player is playing poorly or not playing the right way. You know, for example, this past week, you know, we talked a lot about how our front line was playing and like making sure that like our dive tanks were like fighting for the space and how they were doing that and why they were doing that and like what they needed to do individually. And then we talked with like KSF because he was playing like shit and like telling him like, hey, listen, like this is what's going on, this is how you need to play, this is how you need to do it better, like, you know, we're expecting more out of you, etc., etc. Obviously motivation and leadership is a big thing. It's a big, you know, complete thing. So and then obviously like what our plan is and the strategy we're going in for the next map, if there's like a secondary tertiary thing we're going to do based off of potential things they can do, things like that. Yeah. Hog is an alt battery. Yes, sir.
That was a nasty self-destruct by Void. In a world where there isn't an immortality field, it probably kills at least 3 players. Just getting 1 and knocking 2 of the Valiant into the waiting Gladiators.
Tragic, dude.
Unbelievable placement. That is what kept them alive.
I agree, Drew.
Interesting to see them go to the Tracer yet again. It did work.
Anyone see the McGravy cam? Yeah. Yeah. Oh!
See if they can make it happen yet again.
What's my peak SR? Like 4290 or something? I haven't played the game you know, very seriously since like season 4, season 3. That's when I really started coaching, and my skill dropped tremendously from then. Like now, like my tank, I could get to probably like mid-masters. Everything else is kind of dog. I mean, honestly, my Ash and like my hit scan is pretty nuts. But I just don't. I'm not gonna wait in 10-minute queues all day. So. Has any old player been like fired? I don't really know what you mean. Technically, the whole roster got fired last year for you know, whatever reasons. So there's a lot of Zen during the tournaments. I really hope Zen is meta. Who made what? Who made what their Twitter icon? Oh, Gravy did. Gravy did. I love being stuck in silver. Cannot relate, my friend. Cannot relate. The packing fist? Hell yeah, dude. Dude, this looks so good for us. What in the world happens? We have Valk. We have Whole Hog. Brady's coming back on Doom. The contest.
The Gladiators will now start to move on to the point. That's going to be a pick from Decay.
It was the hold. They didn't need a Roadhog. The Tracer was there to follow up on it. Supercharger thrown down. The Gladiators move to capture.
Wait. Bongo Dragon? Where's the pool? Wait, the dragon was from fucking Spawn. Wait. Oh, if he hit that hook. Wait. There's no way we lose this. There's no way we lose this. Oh, he should have chased. Should chase for that. Who decided blue and yellow? I mean, I don't know. Upper management, I'm assuming. Yeah. Wasn't me. What are scrims, and do you pick who you play against? I mean, and how do you do that? Oh, nice Matrix Void. Holy fuck, bro. Void single-handedly saves this point, I think. Tragic. Yeah, so, you know, our scrims, we play against other teams, right? You know, there could be... Oh my lord, what a fight.
Got it.
Barely.
What a fight. Wow.
Now you better sleep it off, boy. You earned it, but there's more
What a
work to be
fucking
done.
fight. You know, basically, you know, we try to scrim as many different teams as we can. You know, try to get like one block with every Owl team every week, except the teams that we play. So that way we could see like every kind of meta, what kind of strategies everybody has. You know, how do we do versus X teams, so on and so forth. Like, you know, all kind of stuff like that. So.
Boy, with a self-destruct somehow getting Fact Fiction. What a critical blow to suffer at the Valiant. They lost their pivot. Space is out of position and he gets run down by Shaw for cannon.
This is how it goes.
The answer is no. Decay puts him on ice. And Korean can't stand on the point either. The Gladiators. What an unlikely situation. Poised to take point B. That's second
Pain.
on this map. Still in overtime, but the Valiant are running out of options now. The
Pain.
Lucians here. Custer wants to try and stall it out. KSF playing from the high ground.
What tips? Wait, Kyle? How do we lose this game, dude? Holy fuck, how do we lose this game? What the fuck? How?
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yo, KSM gets a nano boost on the hot zone. Gets onto the point. And just
I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless.
Get out. That is ridiculous.
And yo, so it's actually
Oh my lord, man.
earlier in the way earlier. So on the May
Unbelievable.
boost, back fiction,
Unfucking believable.
Void self-destruct, and Decay uses a May
I'm sorry. Tips for someone aspiring to be in contenders.
to open up that fight.
Work really hard.
Take a look at
That's
that.
number one.
Break it down for me,
I believe that's what happened. See,
Focus on learning and improving instead of winning.
I believe it's just Maywell right over the top there. So you would have made it to the
Use
corner
every
down the
possible
field, but
resource you
wow.
can. You know, coaches, other players, Owl VODs. If you're, say you're a main tank player, go watch every single main tank player in the Overwatch League. Why do they do what they do? How, like, what's the reasoning behind? What do you think they're communicating? Why are they in the positions that they are? How do they use their abilities? How do they layer it with their teammates? What does the communication look like for that? You know, like, you know, how do they use their ult? Why, like, you know, why would they do it? Pretty much question every single reason why and watch those demos, and you know that's a good place to start. And then try to implement that into your own play. You know. I can't believe y'all win one more. You made the playoffs, all the map 5s.
Now they'll play from a safe distance.
Yeah.
Try not to get staggered, and if they can get a pick themselves.
We went on a run, man. We went 12-7 or something up into this weekend. After starting 0-8. Yeah.
That's interesting. So agilities will go away from the Pharah, which he's been
I started watching Owl this year. Weird to see Custa playing. Yeah.
May. So they'll play May Hanzo against the May Widow. This allows Surefour to have
I feel like Kyle should have swapped Widow. Because, like, I guarantee what we said here was we wanted to play for Shield Break.
KSF takes a peek.
But we have nothing to contest Surefour, so...
Surefour for the air shot now. Spoiled for choice there, wasn't he? Careful. Space takes a breather.
He's really able to do whatever he wants, you know?
Kareem also a glancing blow given by Surefour, who's rotating. Here's the infra sight.
Oh, that's not a good way to start it. It was 0-8. It was 0-8. And then we beat Atlanta.
Back up.
Yeah, it was 0-8.
it's the Valiant.
Spectating is so much worse. Or was so much worse, yeah.
Can't play two passive
Not winning the map,
to really
one map in stage
make
1.
something happen soon, 'cause those
This was a
4
great
wins
comeback.
plus that they had is
I was very depressed at the end of the year. Because, like, I took over at the beginning of stage 2. We really turned the things around, and
early, these called hook combos are
it was just
starting
sad.
to come in from the
So close,
Gladiators,
man.
and
So
if you're the
close.
Gladiators, you're on stage, right? You hear everybody going crazy and the Valiants are doing good.
What's best damage players or tank for shield break in your opinion?
The Gladiators, they know that on stage. Circus up the air,
I mean,
building, gain the momentum.
depends on the map, kind of. Can you move your camera behind the player? Yeah.
46
we'll do-
seconds.
dude, like here.
Dragon strike
Really like there.
KSF, Custer.
I don't. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Depends on the map.
Looks
Like,
he did the job on Void.
it could be Hanzo. Like, could be Junk on some maps.
Amplification
Like,
keeps throwing up Custer.
there's a lot
The rest
of
his team start to break that May wall down. Immortality
a
feels
lot
like
of
it's already
potential,
gone. Gladiators prepare themselves to pounce.
potential heroes. You know.
KSF is trying to find Shawfall. He needs to get the pick. Needs
Oh!
to get the kill. Shawfall senses danger. Spidey senses tinkling. He rattles to safety. KSF is on the chase. A Dragon strike to the point. He knows Shawfall's looking for him right now. Another Immortality field taken down by Custer on Blizzard for safety, perhaps. Look at Kareem and Custer to the side. They pick off Decay, but they lose back Fiction. Now losing Kareem because they have no shield. And the Gladiators start to stretch their legs a bit more. They have to feel confident in this fight.
All right.
The Valiant have to get out.
They should be able to hold this. You still have some
Oh my God, the throw. Why are we windowing Custa?
Matrix into this is Custa. He will fall. So just like that, we went from 4 minutes in the bank for the Valiant.
Why did Valiant change from green to blue? I don't know, brother.
30. It's the Gladiators
I don't know.
putting together a great defense.
I'm an analyst for tier 3. I work my way up, but I wonder if there's any tips for me to get to tier 2 to tier 1. Hopefully.
For the LA Gladiators.
Um,
You have the Transcendence, you have the Supercharge.
Work hard, man. I mean, I've always been a firm believer in, let your work do the talk. You know. Just work as hard as you can, learn and improve, ask questions. Ask other coaches and other staff to talk with you about the game and understand their perspective and learn and improve more.
You're going to have a Dragon rather quickly. Do you play and wait for the Dragon? Let KSF farm some ulti.
Dude, why are we not running at them and just mailsing the point?
Up to 80% now. You can get Dragon Strike pretty quick. See if they'd even decide to wait. Sure for 2 picks. Opens it up. So now you have to wait. This also
Now we give them ults. Unfucking believable.
Because buys them some time. And look what this time's going to do.
Do you think it's 100% Dallas' fault for the decay situation? I can't speak to it. I wasn't there. Wasn't there.
Could be the difference in the game.
I always fear no smite after the Hangzhou season 2, opener season 2, that Nepal map 5, yeah. 5 minutes one fight, yeah, tragic.
This is their last chance at Volskaya, and they've lost the dualies.
New packing is some at old packing is fine, yeah.
And the Hanzo has surely sealed the Valiant's fate now. They had to go with 4. They prefer to be 7. They've got no choice in the matter. Dragon strike for Shawfall. He wants to finish on Kareem. A Hulk trying to pull him into position. The Valiant, they're run ragged. They've got hardly anything to work with here. It's desperation and nothing more than that. Onto the point they go with Juldies. Tries for the Blizzard. They get roaring it, but there's going to be one.
Dude, the fact that we threw this map last year, unreal. Unreal. Let's watch.
Have been made out of halftime. As you see there, the Valiant have
Let's watch what happens here.
on Blizzard World.
Uber Mr. X such a good duo. Yeah, I agree.
More of the same for the Valiant.
Any agreeers in the chat? Yeah, any
The
agreers?
bad part is he's playing that good. You didn't even win map number 2. Like, you would have loved to go in and come out at halftime with a 2-0 lead.
It was all derailed by Shawfall at the end of Volskaya. And yeah, the Valiant want to get ahead in this series now. They have to win on a map that, frankly, they have not won all season. A big ask. However, we talked about the maps and sort of the compositions that suit. See Zoe or Bren. We'll have to see who's going to get splashed. I think that is why Bren was wearing those atrocious shorts.
Oh, man. Work never stops, man. Work never stops.
Shorts are alright, Brent. I'll defend you, though.
It was less the shorts, more the posture.
Yeah.
So the Valiant do let the Gladiators in through the front door. They're not able to strike any blood.
That play from Surf was amazing. Yeah, it was.
Zen Batiste here.
Would new Valiant beat the old Valiant, and what do you think the score would be?
You just kind of saw where those halts were positioned from the back.
Yes.
Harder to defend that when you're playing
New Valiant would beat old Valiant.
Both teams with an Ant Matrix coming in the next night, so some extra damage.
Score?
It's, sure for a way ahead.
Probably depends on the meta.
Dragon Strike.
KSF versus KSF would be interesting. Yeah, I agree. Thoughts on Atlanta? I'm a big Gator and Hawk, but the team's been super inconsistent. Yeah, I don't know what causes that, man. Like,
On the other side of it, but he's able to get around. The amplification matrix does not find purchase. Here comes the Dragon Strike now. How will this affect the positioning of the Valiant? Looks like they just moved to the left, leave Fact Fiction on the right-hand side. Blizzard comes in, Agilities is going to try and reciprocate with one of his own. Fact Fiction frozen solid as is custom with the Valiant. Trade up way better.
yeah, I don't know. New Valiant would crush. I want Shaxx versus Shaxx. Shaxx Sombra from last year versus Shaxx Tracer from this year, dude. Yeah, I think New Valiant would win this year too. I do agree. I do agree.
Custer taken down amidst the chaos. Shawfall's able to find the pick in space. Knows he has to find something now himself. Okay, that might be Shawfall trying to scale the roof.
Again, another map that just looks so impossible for us to throw away, you know? See you, Matt. Thanks for stopping by.
So, some extra damage. This will allow some. Oh, actually, Curry gets hooked. Yeah, he's got to use it.
It's that or go back to spawn. You choose. Decay gets taken down.
I shot Tracer in 2018 and thought it was close to 16 to God.
He's not done.
I think he's gotten smarter at Tracer. And the thing is, you have to think about this one too, Lust, is in contenders, of course, he's farming on Tracer. But he's doing that versus Decay and fucking, and why can't I think of other great Tracer players? Like Decay, Stitch, fucking, Logix isn't bad. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm probably missing a fucking ton of like really good Tracer players. But, you know, I mean, he's proved he could do it against Striker. Striker, thank you, Striker. Dude, the amount of time I work, I can't be fucking putting these things in my brain, right? But he's great. What was my MOS in the Marines? I was helicopter crew chief for the MV-22 Bravo Ospreys. Yeah, Striker, Prophet, blah, 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 yeah.
Will they even be able to go back and fight this? I do not think so.
I think if we had old versus new Valiant, Space and Crib would perform above their counterparts. I think Lastro is better than Crib.
Now he lives through that. He's going to have a transcendence. You have that to deal with some of the other ultimates used there towards the end by the Gladiators, and you may have been able to get a first point home.
That first transcendence was.
What's your SR peak and what is your main hero / role? I said it before, like 4290, I think, and I was playing tank, like season 3, season 4. Now I just one trick Ash, you know.
This guy, 3 final blows.
Shaz with 1200 transcendence healing to Kareem's
DMK
296.
was an old school Jack.
The transcendence is
I don't know what that
from
means.
forced out early on.
How come KSF was the hit scan player for Valiant last year and this year he's a projectile player? Last year we didn't have a hit scan player really. I mean, Kariv played hit scan early in the year, right? And because Kyle played the Zarya role during GOATS, like it kind of pseudo became his role, and it was like, hey, like we'll like let you try to play this, like let's see like how your Widow is and so on and so forth, and like he popped off on it, so it was like whatever.
Just trying to live as long as possible.
Laster, Kriv, Anna 1v1 to the side. I'd like to watch that. Kriv is an outstanding player. He's an outstanding player. And maybe I'm just biased because like now I have Lastro and not Kriv, but they're two super talented players, and I just think Lastro's growth potential is so much.
If you were to die, you're still going to get another fight for the Valiant. So as long as you hold some ultimates here going into that last fight, you're going to have an advantage.
Holds from both sides.
Was Mercy meta cuts the hard carries and old Valiant roles? Maybe, as my good friend Kriv would say, maybe not.
Some of their stonks. Their odds of taking this fight.
And they invest the Ant Matrix as well into this. That'll be Transcendence. They're throwing everything as well. Well, they know they have to get as much progress as they can.
But they're getting nothing. They haven't found anything for all these ultimates. Blizzard comes in, Void and Raw, a very sad pair.
Dude, Blizzard lasted an eternity. Holy fuck.
25 seconds left, and they hold on to their Dragon.
What a hook.
Supercharger, the hook from space. He's got a whole hog. You're gonna push
We
it
actually
closer.
lose this.
If you're the Valiant,
Rain's Mercy's great.
gonna separate players off. Nobody gonna want to walk into this Supercharger.
Why are we reviewing old VODs? No hate. I don't know. They told me to watch an old VOD. So,
What a day for it to be. Potentially
you know,
the first time. Big Goose head first into an arrow. He headbutts it.
I just do what the content tells me to
He's a
do.
little bit low, has to stay behind the shield, and Kareem gets Void. Your luck, Gladiators, have run out.
KSF and
No
Agility's
way we should lose this.
come up big.
No way, dude.
The Valiant now. Let's see if the Gladiators let them in. It looks like it won't be that
What?
far forward a hold. Nice wall from Agilities. It could have been his head on a platter there.
Yeah, but now you don't have the wall to break up like a Hulk
Yeah, you just
combo
wait 3 seconds,
as you
man.
approach.
3 seconds is good. It's good. No, it's back. The wall's back, Matt.
Yeah, but
Oh, there it is. Love to see it.
they don't know when the hook is coming and the halt. I mean, it's great that the wall is back. So, Space has been going on these, like, flanks. So Space actually, like, on the backside here, you can see for sure was here.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of a Shaz Big Goose, perhaps.
He's been doing this constantly all series, and it's resulted in getting some pickoffs. So,
Yeah, I mean,
It's
we
a
saw
sad
Raven
memory,
save
dude.
also Transcendence from Kareem.
Missed the crowd cheering, yeah.
punished either.
Void, sorry.
Like, Space has not been.
Oh, so here's the thing, Lewis. I think the teams
Got a big one.
every year teams get better. So like, watch a season 1 VOD.
Back to Lumbridge.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Being KSF, so much of your team's
Can't believe
damage.
Glad's get a fuller hold here. Stop, Flood.
Ability to damage out.
Don't do that to me.
You have to wait.
It's enough pain the way it is, you know.
He'll be back now.
I think the thing is though, Lewis, like
Of this Transcendence rather quickly. So you'll have
players and teams get more talented and more coordinated over time.
nice Maywall.
So like season 1 teams would get dicked on by a lot of teams in season 3. Like, people get smarter, the talent gets better, the you know. The same problem with Surefour being uncontested. I mean, that's definitely a huge problem. If Agilities was a good Tracer player, if it was like KSF and Shaxson, probably just run, you know, Hanzo Tracer and you just have him run, Shax run him down, but
Agility's now forced into Ice Block, and Void will be waiting for him. He needs to skip back to the shield, but he can't get there in time. The headshot was lined up. Here's the hold. Here's the headshot again from Surefour. And the Valiant.
just fucking piss poor, man. Brady's sitting on 84% ult charge with a minute and a half left in the game.
Widowmaker is one of those heroes. You just start dominating the game.
It would be super interesting if you and DPay co-streamed a review of an old game. Not gonna happen, my friend. Not gonna happen.
Agility's
How do you feel about where the final,
Blizzard here.
about where the finals will be being held? I mean, it's cool. You know, if we make it, that's even better. Be nice to see the guys again.
For the Valiants is
If you're doing anything after this game, I'd really like to see the countdown match against Paris. Even though you lost, I think it's super interesting plays, completely dismantled Genji.
trying to wait out the infrasight right now.
I'm streaming on here for like another 5 minutes or so,
The Gladiators aren't really working.
and then
Your only window.
I'm gonna spend some time with my kid, and then I got work to do. So,
First pick to K. Even for dinner. What a hook over the top side, but gonna be Agility staves off death. Says not today to the Grim Reaper.
I feel like Space went for a lot of flanks and didn't work. Yeah, we had like one set play on this that he was supposed to go like to the right and go back if they had like a Widow or something, and like it didn't work, and then we lost. So.
They'll have their just desserts. Surefour makes quite the cherry on top. If I do
Here's something that's funny. If this fight happens 14 seconds later and is in overtime and they get delayed overtime spawns for second point, this match is probably over right now.
say so. Point A caps.
And it's huge.
Yeah,
Custom
I
fits
agree,
down
Noah. I agree.
The window, the amp matrix. It's a right click from agilities. Basically instantly.
This is good from us though. Like we should be positioned up here though. We shouldn't be here. We should be here. We should take this fight on the high ground and win or lose the game fighting on the high ground. We should not drop off the high ground and take a fight on the low ground and give them the high ground with their freaking window.
That allows him to be able to hold on to the blizzard through that fight.
Oh
So
my, look how close the box of victory is, but KSF just gets yoinked out of formation. Space,
they got to back up.
wishful hook there. You get a pick there, I mean, maybe it's go time.
We had a setup last year on this point that was called Spark. It was very similar. It was the thing that Hangzhou did last year, defending on the second high ground, how they position their players and how they were taking these angles and kind of stuff in the mid fight. And we knew exactly how to beat it because we did it against every team. We did it against Glads. And then Glads does it to us and we don't counter it. And we walk down main every time. I remember this fucking exactly. And I'm going to mold my brain out.
Nah, you can't let it happen. Valiant, couple deep breaths, need to reset. Fact Fiction rattling orders down the line right now. And this lets the Gladiators establish on this corner, or the high ground if they so choose. So the
Kind of unrelated, but I remember Guangzhou waited to cap first to force some split spawns. Yeah.
Their players keep getting chunked down low. They
Happens.
cannot afford to get picked off yet again.
The combo of these halts from Raw has been very good from the Gladiators.
All 6 ultimates for the Valiant.
If there's any time, you want it to be now. KSF nimbly jumps away, but not before.
Again, they're holding low ground. They're holding low ground front, high ground back, and we do nothing to fight on high ground. Like we could just flip the map, force them to play down here, and we win the game.
They commit ultimate. They commit 2 in fact. Transcendence.
But instead, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight, remembering this game.
Sheepishly, Matt, they turn tail. Space is hanging around, hoping to find something, but they come up with nothing. And again, they're inside 90 seconds left.
Probably have 2 more fights if you're the LA Valiant. You want to invest all these ultimates here. I think you probably see super.
I'm getting like anxiety, like watching this game.
You feel like you can get it over the line. That's probably when you see that whole hog come out.
Unfucking lucky,
Extra
bro.
damage to push you over. Space going on another flank.
He has to be the playmaker. He sees Shorefall, but he's too far away. Amplification matrix from Big Goose now. The Valiant need to stay alive until Space finds something. Is that it? Big Goose skanked out.
He pulls him up on high ground. That's a fight win.
Though Space will have the chance to go
Ugh.
number 1. The Valiant must be patient even if time is short. Another one. Dragon strike through. Kareem is down. Space has to make a difference. But Decay goes for Ice Block. Now Shorefall's chasing down. They get him. Space run into the ground. The Valiant, they want to try and back away. They want to reset, but not being given the opportunity to. The Valiant are being harried.
Oh, man.
14 seconds remain. And now it's getting dire.
Oh man, we don't lose this time, right? Hey, listen. We will do whatever it takes to get top 5 playoffs, or top 5 to playoffs. Maulding, dude. Me, absolutely maulding. Let's see what happens.
Recreate those performances often. So, Valiant.
How did you guys feel having to play Shock for playoff position after this? We knew we were going to lose that game. We put every ounce of our preparation into playing against Glads. We said we only need to win 1. Let's focus on the one that's really winnable, and not the one that like we're playing against the best team in the league who's going to win the championship. So. Do you think there's hope for Roar? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll do well with the full Korean roster. Now having Decay, like, you never know. Never know. Do you think he has a higher ceiling? I mean, he's been a professional for a long time, so it's like saying that player has not reached his ceiling is debatable. But I do know Supreme. He's a good friend of mine who's coaching, interim coaching, head coaching, Washington. I respect him a lot. I think he's a great coach. He's a great personal friend. So if anybody could pull out some untapped potential, it's him. Yeah.
There's a wall.
The wall's gonna go away real quick.
Any players on Valiant that are super good at a certain hero, but the public overlooks them? Rain's Mercy. I don't think I've heard a lot about that.
Oh, you will be missed to deal with it. And there it is, Shore again, doing what needs to be done.
You can.
KSP is actually really good at
Like when you see the Gladiator players on stage.
flex DPS heroes. The KSP Junkrat. Come on, if people don't underrate KSP Junkrat, come on. Gig Genji, no. How are you friends with Supreme anyway? We just kind of started talking this year, and just started chatting about like what was like what our coaching philosophies were, and like we bonded because we're both fathers, so like we both bonded over that. And like we just talk a lot now, and you know, Jake got really excited about the KSP rat. Yeah, KSP is a monster.
By the way, he's switched from one sniper to another and hasn't had a drop in effectiveness.
And for the Valiant, you gotta make somebody's gotta make a play. Somebody's gotta make a play that turns this around.
Who will it be for the Valiant to step up to this challenge? Draw for a couple wayward orbs coming his way. Hook there. It's all quiet in the Valiant camp right now. They have to contest. There's the Transcendence to the high ground. Dragon Strike as well is going to claim.
Dude, Custa did his best job to feed his fucking brains out this game. This entire series, bro.
Look at this.
How are the Valiant players bastions?
Rules the roost on the high ground.
KSP's got a pretty good bastion. I'd say Gig is probably up there, you know.
Oh, space. There was a timely entrance with the whole hog.
Supreme have really good English then? I mean, it's good enough for it's good enough for us to message all the time and, you know, understand what each other is saying with no problem.
In the barrage.
But I tell you though, Mitch, if you allow Sure4 to get to that high ground again and go that uncontested,
6 final blows, 1 death.
You're gonna see this point getting taken by the Gladiators. Maywall comes up. It's on the opposite side, so you're able to break this down pretty quick. But they
like
line
a couple
of sight
minutes.
to the Gladiators with this amp field, so no kills come out the back of it.
What time is it anyway? Be waiting for the Gig Bastion? Yeah, if it's in meta, you know, he'll be popping off. This game made Custa retire? No. Custa got a very good opportunity to do something he wanted to do. Favorite team other than the LA Valiant? Well, let me tell you. I hate everybody. All right? I hate every other team in the league. Hate them. Hate them. Actually, a team that has a special place in my heart right now is the new Vancouver Titans. They knocked off Atlanta and they opened the door for us to get top 5. So, you know, I'm sorry that we're gonna have to pound them this week. You know, kind of teach them a lesson really quick. But, you know, hey, I'm a fan. Has Valiant ever played against Justice? Yeah, we 3-0'd him. Yep, Cockwave, yep. Square one Shockwave, yeah.
No immortality field here. You would have had a few seconds or maybe get a halt. Plus, like, whether it be a hook or the dragon.
Dude, what happens at the end of this game? I feel like we get stuck on second.
What you could see here is
I don't really have time to be watching too much more. Let's just check what happened here. They cap 2. What happens here? Did we get held a second, right? I'm pretty sure we get held a second. Yeah, Sure4 kind of snaps on this map, I'm pretty sure. Say some random ass team like Chengdu. Why would I like Chengdu, bro? Why would I like any other team? Contenders talent you're most excited to see in the league next year. If I told you that, then other people would know. We did a very good job this year of scouting talent that nobody knew about, so we're going to keep that quiet, all right? I can't wait to see the Valiant roster make it out of OD. Papa fucking bless, brother. Wait, we didn't get stuck on second? All right, we'll watch the last 2 minutes of this, all right? We'll watch the last 2 minutes of this, and then I'm going to get going. So, you know, yeah.
That one came up a little short. And here comes the Gladiators Blizzard now. Are the Valiant ready for it?
Space pulled his whole hog, too. You get held right outside? I don't know, bro. Don't let them steal your future players. Because they're pandas? What do you mean they're pandas? I still have no idea how everyone overlooked KSP blows my mind. I've known Kai since 2017, 2018. Whenever it was EU contenders, when I was coaching over there. He rang for me over there. The fucking GOAT, dude. Lastro was a player that we had our eye on last year as a potential backup for Kariv for this year. And then when the opportunity came to get him, it was good, yeah. Just remember, yeah, wait. The Justice game, for whoever was like, did you play Justice? Justice was the game that Unter made the inappropriate tweet that was like, redacted, Shaq something, Justice 6 players redacted, you know? Last year was like Skyfox isn't any contenders, yeah. Really good. That was that game, yeah. That was that. Lastro was nuts on Stormquake. Kriv and Lastro on the same team. Yeah, it could have been a possibility this year. Yeah, could have been. Could you imagine double flex support, Bap Zen, with fucking Kriv and Lastro? Woo-hoo. My lord, dude. Yeah. Tragic. Disgusting, dude. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway. Thank you guys for hanging out. All 66 of you who are hanging out right now. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to, tell you guys right now, go over and follow twitch.tv/packing10. Go follow that. Go follow that. Go follow my Twitter. I'm just going to pull everything up. Here, pull up. I'm going to give you the links, nice and easy. I'm, marketing myself by just giving you the links because I don't really care. Go follow me. I like to try to do at least one stream a week, kind of recapping the week and, so on and so forth. From the games and stuff like that. After this weekend, I'll probably do some reflecting on, what happened. Oh, I just heard Twitch follow, so thank you for that. But I'm gonna do some reflecting on what happens this weekend, where we ended up, pleased or displeased, all kind of stuff like that. Other than that, GG's everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I'll see you the next time I'm told to do YouTube content. So have a good night.